Hi there, this is Teresa. This is going to be a general collective reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. What is the energy for this reading? Okay, so we do have the self-sabotaging and rebuilding energy here. Somebody is very persistent on wanting to fix what is broken, something that they have sabotaged when it comes to this connection. So somebody who is thinking about how do they fix it? How do they come back from what they've already destroyed? Not enough, lacking confidence, ego and pride, fear, frustration, and self-sabotage. So this is someone who is thinking that they know they sabotaged the connection, and they maybe did it because they felt they weren't good enough. They felt that they lacked what they needed to when it came to giving to this connection, what they felt you deserved. This is somebody who was very much in their ego and pride. Maybe they didn't want to see that when the two of you were together. They're now seeing things from a different perspective. They're looking at things different. And now they're frustrated with themselves. They're frustrated with the choices and decisions that they made when it came to this connection. Watching, looking, perceiving, sunglasses. So this person is looking at things very different now. Maybe they looked at things in the past through their own version of arrogance and pride, resisting to change when it came to the connection, always sabotaging it because they never felt good enough. This is somebody who is now watching you from a distance. They're focusing their efforts on what it is that you are doing. And they're thinking about everything maybe you said to them. And all of that is being revealed to them in a different light. They're accepting now that their perception of things was not fair. And they're frustrated with themselves. This is somebody who was very one-sided. There was a period of stagnation when it came to the connection. This person was very self-absorbed. Everything had to be their way. Maybe they said a lot of things, broke a lot of promises, said things that they would fulfill but they never did, because deep down they knew they weren't good enough. They knew that they didn't have what it took to make you fully happy or satisfied. So maybe that's why they sabotaged the connection. This is somebody who sees that you were very affectionate with them. They seen that you were somebody who gave them unconditional love. When they had no money, they had nothing going for them. They had a lot of problems in their life, a lot of obstacles. You were the one thing that was always consistent for this person. You were the one person who always gave to them. Even though they were receiving it, they were not giving it in return. You continually gave to this person. You constantly had faith and hope in them. You poured all your love and your affection into them, expecting for it to be returned, expecting that they would mirror you in that aspect and be able to give you what it is that you truly desired, what you truly deserved. This is somebody now who is very much in their head. They believed their closed-mindedness from the past has created this division, this separation. And now they're wanting to work on it. They're wanting to repair this. They're wanting to come back together. This is somebody who wants to meet up. This is someone who is feeling inspired to try to rebuild this connection. If anything, they want to be friends. They want to start over. For their lack of failure in the past, they want to reconnect and try to re-savor new moments with you. This is somebody who is breaking free from the truth of what they thought from the past. They're seeing things a little bit more clearly. They are somebody who maybe came across as a user, someone who was very selfish and arrogant in the past, someone who didn't understand what it took to really give to a connection. Maybe you enabled those boundaries. You enabled that person to continually do that in the connection because you thought eventually they would give in to you. Eventually they would step up and be able to give what you're giving them. In the end, it made you see things differently. It made you feel like you were constantly chasing them to be somebody that they weren't. That you felt very codependent. That you were definitely helping them more than they were helping you. On an emotional level, maybe a physical level, financial level, spiritual level. There was this fear you had of being abandoned, being left alone. And you felt that if you were confident enough to keep pouring into the connection, that maybe this person would step up and they would be that person that you truly wanted and desired. Maybe you felt you needed to give this person more time, that you needed them to progress, setting things in motion. It takes time for someone to build themselves up. Maybe you gave this person a very long time. You've seen the potential in them, but they never really seen the potential in themselves. This is somebody who always said they were never good enough for you. They created their own insecurity. But you felt that they could heal themselves, or you could help heal them. You'd give them every opportunity you possibly could to allow them to progress. To not live in denial, but to live in embracing changes. Being able to really take control over their life and not feel like a failure, but actually progress. You wanted them to adapt to changes, adapt to the desire to open up and realize the way they were living was not the way they needed to live. That there's so much more. There's so much better that they could do. That they could end the version of what they were from their past and completely embrace this new version for the future. A feeling that they are good enough. That they could really dedicate in learning from you. There's an insane chemistry between the two of you. There was an equal interest on the physical level. There was a lot of fun. There was a lot of enjoyment. There was always this burning desire on an intimate level. That the both of you had a lot of compassion and strength for each other. And maybe you both believed that the chemistry was enough to keep your connection together. But then your person always went back to the arrogance, feeling they weren't actually good enough. Once that chemistry burned out and reality set in, your person got back into that self-sabotaging energy. And you went back into nurturing mode. You went back into flirting with them, spending time with them, trying to boost up their confidence, trying to boost up who they are as a person, letting them know that you not only desired them, but that you wanted to help motivate them into blooming into somebody that you truly knew that they could be. They could be so much more if they would just open up their mind and believe it themselves, that they would actually recognize the potential in themselves. This is somebody now that you're in separation with. This is somebody who did resist the changes. Maybe you communicated with them what you needed, that you needed some type of reciprocation within time, and you felt very overwhelmed after a long, drawn-out period. And now all you have left are the memories of the two of you together. They miss you, you miss them. There is this nostalgic energy that the two of you do share. But it is an energy of the past. It is something that was put away. And now you're focusing on your own stability. You're focusing on your own growth. You're focusing on what makes you happy and building yourself back up. Because your person didn't take the time to build you up. So you created your own happiness within yourself. Something the universe wanted you to do. Wanted you to grow and recognize the potential of who you are. And because you've had that faith, and because You really have done what you needed to do with breaking free from this connection. Love is going to be on your way. Open up your heart, have faith, and understand that somebody else is going to be aligned in your path. This is somebody who will be open and free with you. Somebody who's going to help heal the broken heart from this last connection that was toxic and emotionally abusive. This person's going to help you understand who you are and the new chapter you're about to start. And this person is going to help you overcome that prior connection. This is something that is going to be a blessing in disguise.